welcome back to the Southern Snack. Life is too short to be serious. I know not everybody has Sheetz, but I do, and I love going to Sheetz. I love doing Sheetz reviews. We got plenty of them coming. So a lot of people sound unhappy, at least Redditors. And, you know, when you're on Reddit, people tend to be speaking the loudest. They tend to be the most uncensored and the most truthful about how they feel. So, you know, it's a pretty good indication of where things are going. But they have a new line of gourmet donuts and people are crying. They're like, we want the regular ones back. We want the old donuts back. And I've never really, you know, I didn't eat their donuts in the past, so I don't know anything about how good they were. All I know is these are interesting. They'll sell well because of how they look, but are they going to be able to keep making money off of these is the question. You know, just based off of the fact that, you know, I've heard quality concerns. They're all the same thing, essentially, on the bottom. It's your, and we'll post for the thumbnail here soon, but I'm going to go ahead and show you the glaze, and that's where we'll start. It's a shell donut, and there's nothing inside. None of these donuts have anything inside. They take this shell donut, and they top it with icing. And so you've got 6 other flavors, or specialty flavors. They call this gourmet donuts. I don't see how they're gourmet, but they're interesting. And they ice them and top them off. So we've got 6 of those and an original glaze, and we're going to eat little bites of each, you know, to set the standard of what we're expecting here. But it is a pretty box of donuts. I'm not going to lie. We can't lie to y'all. That's one thing I do not tolerate, and that's misinformation. I don't tolerate that. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and start on this review. And I didn't ask you to subscribe. I'm asking you now. So anyways, back to the original glaze, and we'll go through the flavors and everything. Y'all might be like, well, I'm tuning out because you're not telling me the flavors right now. Well, get over it. I'm going to cut it in half. An interesting thing is there's a little pocket as if you could really fill this thing up. And of course, I dropped my knife right after I cut the first one. And I have to be careful. My hat's going everywhere. My hat is... I say life's too short to be serious, but sometimes you have moments that test you. You really do. So, I'll be back. Just stay tuned. We'll get to the rest of this video. I promise it's going to be a good one. Look in the inside. Let's go ahead and take a bite. It's not bad. It really ain't bad. You know, I'm sure if you stick it in the microwave, that would really work wonders for it. But I say, I'm going to go ahead and put this on the record. Better than Dunkin'. They're better than Dunkin'. Dunkin' can be dry, a bit too dense. These aren't too dry. They're not too dense like them. Not as melty and as enjoyable as a Krispy Kreme donut, or, you know, not quite as light and fluffy as one, but still very, very good way to start this. So I'm like, okay, these people on Reddit, what are they thinking? Because so far 7.5 is a good way to start it, especially with an original glaze, right? So where are we gonna go next? I'm gonna stick to basic and do vanilla. So I'll go ahead and cut halfway through this thing. And again, you know, let's try Blue Galaxy Vanilla. Ooh, that pocket on the inside though. Go ahead and rip that and try that pocket. Oof. I like that more than the original. That icing really adds a really good touch of sweetness, and it presents this added sugary vanilla flavor that it needs. It really does take it up a notch. Not like significantly so, but I'd be willing to give this donut an 8. I think it's really enjoyable. So again, we're on a good path so far. I'm not understanding all the complaints. Maybe the Zoe donuts are really, really good. I have no idea. So let's go ahead and do cookies and cream. All right, so it's got Oreos on top and like a cookies and cream icing. So again, we're just trying to eat small bites, so bear with me. This one ain't bad either. And again, I think it takes it up a notch above the vanilla glaze because you're twisting it up with some chocolate. Yeah, I like that. Maybe not the perfect rush of cookies and cream, but a really good punch of it. For me, I'm going to give that an 8.5. We keep scooting our way up on this. Keep doing a good job. I'm liking this Sheetz. I really am. I'm not understanding the hate that these are getting, but, you know, here we are. People do dislike these for whatever reason. So many chocolate ones, but I'm going to stick to it. And we're going to do Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Okay, I'm going to cut it. I'll cut a piece that's got plenty of Reese's on it. Again, inside, nothing in there, but, you know. Even better than the cookies and cream. And that peanut butter icing, that's something else. Yeah, that's really, really good. I would give that a, if it had like more magic to it, like I would fill that thing. Like I would go crazy and fill it too. With maybe some chocolate. Or even Reese's Peanut Butter Cups too. It's still really good. That's a 9 out of 10. That jumps over all of them so far. Yeah, that is okay. Good job on that one. All right. I'll go ahead and pick up the one that's closest to me here. And turtle brownie. So it's got, it looks like pecan clusters, brownie clusters, caramel icing. Again, on a yeast donut. I feel like this one's gonna take us down a notch. It's gonna make us drop a little bit, but you know, we'll have to see. Here's a look. There's a good crunch to it. And the flavor's pretty decent. The caramel's good. But it doesn't really stand out. Yeah, that one's a bit weaker than I had anticipated. I would even say I like the original better. It's just this one kind of comes short in terms of the overall flavor of what I was expecting. I want like a rich turtle mix of pecan, caramel, and brownie flavors. And the brownie can seem to overpower sometimes. The buttercream icing can seem to overpower it too. And, you know, it's still a solid donut. I would give it a 7. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. But I feel like the flavors aren't meshing as good. So, for me, definitely solid, but still just one of the letdowns of this lineup. All right, moving on to strawberry shortcake. Okay. All right. Again, strawberry clusters, vanilla clusters. You know the deal. Worst one, definitely. It's just so artificial. Like, give me a strawberry sauce instead. Fill it with strawberry instead. I don't know what you got to do, but that one is just blatantly artificial. It's not the worst donut I ever had. It's just the worst I've had of this lineup, and I'm just not a big fan. I don't absolutely hate it, and I think it's fine, but that artificialness of it, like Krispy Kreme does such a better job with strawberry donuts than that donut right there. So for me, I'm gonna give it a 5. I think it's okay. Like, there's nothing offensive about it, and some people will love this, but so daggone artificial, so low ranking compared to the rest. All right, and to finish off, chocolate caramel, which has me intrigued as to why they didn't just do like a chocolate iced one instead, you know. And this might be why people are upset, is because there's not like basic options, and a lot of people want basic options when it comes to donuts. So, oh well, that's life. One more piece. This one almost reminds me of a German chocolate cake. Definitely could be better. Could be better. But it's still solid. I think it kind of pairs up like with the caramel one. Or the turtle, the brownie turtle. I think it definitely it kind of shares commonalities. Now, there could be some improvements. It could be more balanced flavor-wise, but it's solid. So, overall, I mean, I'm impressed. I'm happy. I think they did a very good job on these. That one gets a 7, too. But maybe it's just people like simplicity. They like simple donuts. I guess their donuts probably used to have holes, so they like donuts with holes. And they're complaining because they don't like change. They don't like extravagance. And so, I don't know. I think Sheetz did a good job. And I hope that they can continue to expand this lineup, do some pumpkin donuts or something. But I'm happy. I'm pleased. So, I don't know. You can take the words of townies and loyal Sheetz lovers that eat everything from Sheetz, or you could take the word from me, who is open to change and has been reviewing Sheetz for a good 5 years now and knows what's good and what's bad. So I'm happy with this. I'm happy with the line. So that's all I've got to say. Other than that, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all around. Yeah.